after,
Okay.
yeah.
You become experienced and
Eventually, eventually you'll
then,
get experienced
I
and become
understand.
marketing manager or
Manager,
junior manager. Yeah,
then
then we'll get
you
a permanent seat, or while you can sit from
okay,
morning to
fine.
evening.
Okay, I understand, because
Yeah,
unless you understand about the field level work, you
yeah.
can't
You don't
direct
have.
others.
Yeah.
Okay, okay. Uh, Rumana, how are you?
Hello, sir. I'm fine.
You are fine. So, thank you. Uh, do you, are you a workaholic? Are you, do you love working a lot?
Yes, sir. I do love working a lot.
Why? Why? What kind of work? Any particular job, or some people they want to sleep. They want to, just take a break all the time. And some people they always keep on working. So you are a workaholic. What kind of work do you do? Just
Sir, actually, for the time being, I can't do any work because of my 6-month-old baby boy. But the
okay,
things
okay.
that when I feel
No, you're working. You're working. Taking care of a 6-month-old boy is, and takes a lot of work. So,
yeah, and when he gets sleep, I will always try to do something like reading a IELTS lecture that you gave, or some sort of books, and try to do some exercises or coursework, everything. So I like to work, and I
okay.
do.
So you whenever you get time, you try to just no. So I have worked a lot. Now I'll sleep or I'll take rest. You are not like that person.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Good. Uh, can I ask? Okay, Rumana. So what would life be if people didn't have to work? So what do you think about the super rich? Do they work or they don't work? Think about the super rich, super rich. We are not just talking about rich.
Sir, they also have to work a lot, because if they are if whatever career path they are choosing, like if they are businessman, they have
They,
to look after the business well, whether it's working well or not. So it's really and I think that those people are really in pressure to maintain their status and to maintain their works, like everything is maintaining everything is performing well or not. And also they have to take care of their customers as well. So I think they have to work a lot for maintaining all these stuffs.
okay. So, Ashna, can I ask you?
Yes, sir.
Ashna, so have you ever thought of starting up a business of your own? Would you go for a business of your own?
Business in my room?
Business? No, yeah, of your own.
On
Would
my
you start
own,
a
okay.
business? Yes, yes.
Yeah, I
Would you?
had it before actually, but I
You
left it because
had.
of some reason. Yeah.
What kind of business? A small business or a big business?
It was just related to my job. We had a small business with some of my classmates. We made actually after our graduation. We just made a small work for us, and it was just for our own. But because of some reason, we left it.
Oh, you left it. Okay.
Yeah.
So, is there any chance you might start that in a business in the future? Is there
Yeah,
any chance?
inshallah. Yeah. Yeah. Of course.
Or it's not a good idea.
No, I think for all of us, not just for some type
So
of
which
people.
one is better? You had some business and you're now working. So which one is better? Say
I think it's better for our own business, because we
own
are
business.
working for our own. Yeah.
But what if just think about that. What you become a victim of, say COVID or Corona. So who are getting the I think the business people. Do you think the business people are they're being affected more than those who are working now? Who is better off now in this COVID situation? Nobody anticipated this situation.
You mean
Oh, no, what I'm saying, who are now in a who are in a bad situation? Is the businessman or the the people with job now? In Corona
actually,
time.
I think the people are in a bad situation than the business, because the businessman, they have adaptability to all the situations. They know how
Okay.
to act
They
with the
know.
different situation. Yeah,
And then
but
they always save some money. Huh? They know that
of course
they,
they
okay,
have
this
some.
say always they save some money. They know that anything can go wrong. Anything can go wrong. But yes,
But for normal people, they are just working and using the money for their normal life. They don't have
okay,
such saved money. Yeah.
fine, fine. Okay, so let me ask Mahmudul. So,
Yes, sir.
is money always the most important thing when choosing a job? In your case, what will? Is it the money will be the most important thing, or some
Uh,
other thing?
Sir, I will definitely go for environment rather only based on the salary they will offer me at end of the month. But at first I have to know about their code rules and regulation, and also the code of conduct they will maintain and during my job period. So it's really money is at the end of the day I need money, but uh, to do good like to develop a good career, I also focus on the environment they are providing me to stay there to doing their job.
Okay, fine. Then let me. Okay, say Anjan, are you there?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Uh, do you think that schools should use more technology? Say the school you in a you attended in your high school. Which school was that? Which school did you attend during your high school days?
Sir, I don't understand, sir, your
Oh,
question.
which school? Which school did you attend during your
Okay.
high school days? Huh? Which school?
So should I tell the name of my school?
Yes. The name of your
Okay.
school?
It is Shulpur High School.
Shurpur. Okay, so where is
Yeah.
located?
It is located in my village. So I was born in Munshigons, and specifically my village name is South Rajanagar. I mean, if I just say Bengali, it is Dokhin Rajanagar.
Dokhin Rajanagar. Okay, so were you happy with the extent of technology you found in your school? Or they could have used more technology.
When I just read,
Do you think that if they use more technology in your school, things would have been better?
when I was my school, literally there was no any technological things that helps the teacher to explain to the students a lecture, so that kind of thing. But right now, I have heard that they have installed some things like a CC camera, I mean short circuit camera, and uh, you know technological blackboard or that kind of thing. I don't know
Okay.
about that.
And in most
Yes.
of the cases, they have digital blackboard, so they
Yeah.
can clean it. They can do something. Okay, so fine. So do you think that is very important
Yes,
for
yes. It
students?
is really very important, because just think about that. If we don't have the Zoom application, so how sir, how can you, sir, just
Okay,
do
yes.
your classes? So it is really very important, because we are living in a modern society right now. So
Okay, so Mahmudul, can I ask you?
Yes,
So
sir.
what do you think? Are we falling in love with Zoom and you know, this kind of
uh,
technology, Zoom, special Zoom or Google Classroom and all those stuff? Are we going to use it in the future as well, or
sir
after
I
COVID, no more?
Sir,
What do you think?
I think people are now more used to really more used to on those platform usually because they don't have to go outside. They can instead of that they can sit down and do their job, and also I can attend my classes on there. So I have
Okay,
more.
just be practical. Say if
Okay.
in the think about you need to learn a new course.
Yeah.
Some say I'm just talking about what let's talk about what say IELTS.
Okay.
Let's talk about IELTS. Do you think there is a chance that you know or some other this kind of program?
Yeah.
Say think about GMAT. Is there any chance you'll be taking up GMAT through online instead of going to the class? Is there any chance?
Sir, I think if the pandemic is over,
Hmm.
hopefully, so I think there will be an option for doing online session. Like maybe the institutions will offer some uh, online batch or also offline batch, and
I
I
think
think
okay, so there's a possibility.
yeah, there is a possibility because there are lots of advantages. Like I can eat while I am doing a class, so I can do many things when doing classes online. But apart from the those things, I think there is a really down back of online
Hmm.
class because it's really hard to concentrate all the time
Okay,
as
okay.
all
But
as
say you have also attended classes.
yeah, yeah,
Say physical classes and
yes.
also online. So what do you think? Is a big difference or not really that much big difference?
Sir, I think
What's
in
your
terms of
personal view? Huh?
sir, in terms of environment, I will definitely go for offline classes because there is an educational atmosphere when I joining offline classes. So
Okay,
all the time I can be
you can
that
concentrate.
type of
Okay,
yeah
concentrate.
concentrate, and maybe if you tell something out of syllabus, that could be a good option
Okay,
because
okay. I see. I
to
see. I
yeah,
see.
yeah,
Okay, there's a chance. Okay.
yes, sir.
Mr. Asad, are you here, Mr. Asad? Hello, Mr. Asad, are you there? Asaduজ্জামান Asad, you'd like to speak out? Can I ask you questions? Okay. Farhana, are you there?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, okay. So, how are you today? You're fine?
Yeah, I'm fine. Yeah, I am a little late today because
Okay, okay. No, okay. Listen, I usually send you. I try to send you a listening practice. Do you practice that? I'm just asking. Do you practice or you don't practice? Sometimes you practice.
mm,
Have you practiced? Anybody of you or no? Have you
sometimes
practiced?
Sir,
I
I have
practice.
practiced one.
Oh, once. Okay. No. What happens?
Sir,
Sometimes I forget.
sir,
If
I have
sometimes.
sent and sir, actually the thing is that the number system for is different from the general and the academic one. The numbering system is different. I
A
mean, sir,
little
the
different.
band score, yeah, a
Yes.
little different.
Not
Actually,
not.
like I got 31, which is in band score 7 for academic. But I think it's a little bit different for the
A little
general.
bit. Okay. Okay. So it's not a very big.
But sir, topic will be same, like the test will be same.
The same. Exactly the same. The same. Not topic. The same test. Both academic and GT will sit for the same exam, but the same listening. But the rubric, that the scoring rubric could be a little bit different because I think why which one is more difficult? Is academic or GT? To score high, which one is difficult?
No,
Sir, I
I'm
No,
think
not.
GT,
no.
the
Mhm.
form
No,
GT,
no,
the
no.
score is
I think listening is same. Listening should be same. The difference is in reading because the GT reading is relatively easy. That's why you'll have to, get more answers correct in order to get the same band score. You get my point?
Yeah.
I don't think there is any difference between listening. Listening is same, academic and GT same, but the difference lies in what? In what? In the reading and only the writing part one. Other than there's no difference. The speaking is same. The speaking is same and the listening is completely same.
Sir, can you
Okay.
mail me the scoring band for
Sir,
GT?
can I ask you a
Okay,
question,
yes.
sir?
Please.
Okay, sir.
Who is that? Is আচ্ছা কে বলছো তোমরা?
Oh,
আচ্ছা
sir,
কে?
I'm Anjan, sir. Okay.
অঞ্জন, please.
So, how can I get the listening link that you have sent to the person who are attending here?
Oh, you'll have to. Oh no. I forgot to send it to you. Usually, what I try to send one listening practice. On which day we have a IELTS session. Sometimes I forget that. You get me? That's the problem. So one
Okay,
thing
sir.
you can do, if you see that I'm not sending it by 12 o'clock, you can just send me a SMS or just send me a mail as well. So I will today I forgot. I completely forgot. I was busy with something else. So I think if I send it to you, you can practice. That helps. You get my point? So at least even if you have
Okay,
4
sir. I will
classes,
send you an email.
email. Okay, so if you're not getting it, at least you'll get the link. Okay, so Farhana,
Yes, sir.
why do some people find the internet addictive? What could be the reason? Any particular reason for that?
Okay. I think uh, most of the time people addicted to internet. The people who are addicted to internet, they have no actually important work.
Oh, they don't have other work, so it's better
Yeah.
to get
And
involved with
the
something.
news feed always with some interesting news. I mean, some rumors also. When we go through the news, the headline was not similar.
Okay, okay,
Actually,
okay, fine.
that could be one of the reasons.
Okay, so do you think we waste a lot of time on what social media these
Yeah.
days? Do you think or no?
Yes.
Not really.
I think so. People are wasting lots of time in internet without any reason. Actually,
Okay, how
they are just
on an average, how much time do you spend on social media?
okay.
On an average,
Actually, yeah. In social media, 1 hour or 1.5 hours.
On an average.
Yeah.
On
Yeah.
an average. Okay, so do you think many people they used to sleep, in the afternoon, but now they don't sleep because we have social media because you keep on checking the news and everything?
Yeah. People
It could be.
are addicted on that, and it could be it is happening actually with the teenagers and who are students here. In maturity level, maybe they are not that much addicted because they have lots of important things to do.
Okay,
And
okay.
last in past 10 years, the internet
There
so
has
much
been
available. Yes.
explosion. There has
So
been an
yeah,
internet explosion.
yeah. The 19th children, they are mostly addicted.
I see. The 90s children. Okay, so Ashna, can I ask you? Ashna,
Yes, sir.
well, which one is your favorite website? Is there any favorite you always, you will go every day? Very common.
Every day. Actually, nowadays I'm just busy with COVID-19, so every day I'm checking the positive cases.
No, okay, because
And
you're working in that sector, so you need to know. You need to know. Okay, so
and
do you
one more
think that
thing.
do you think that the COVID is becoming weaker now?
No, actually, in my country, it's becoming worse. Every
It's
day,
becoming
the cases
every
are
day.
increasing. Yeah.
Okay, no, but they're saying that, the death rate is decreasing, but the I think what the spread is spreading fast. I think it's spreading fast, but the death rate is decreasing. Is it
But
so?
in my country, it's not like that actually. At first, we don't have a death ratio, but now day by day it's increasing.
Oh, it's increasing. Okay, so
Yeah.
that could be a problem. Mr. Asad, are you there? Are you listening to me, Mr. Asad? Okay, no problem. So, Nusaira, are you there? Nusaira, how are you?
Yes, sir.
Nusaira? Okay, so how are you? So, what about online shopping? Are you into online shopping? Do you think, do you love, shopping online, from online?
Yes, sir. Nowadays, it's very convenient to shop online, so I prefer online shopping over going to the malls.
Have you bought anything during the lockdown? Any from online?
Yes, sir. Mainly food, but not. I haven't shopped as much as I do usually recently.
Okay, okay. Just a moment. Next time. So, okay, okay. What about before the lockdown? You used to shop a lot from online.
Yes, sir. Actually, it's very convenient because I have so many options in one place.
Okay.
So I can compare the stuff. If I want to buy something, I have got so many options. So it's very convenient for me to
Okay, fine.
shop
So what
online.
about mobile phone? Are you going to buy a mobile phone from the online store, or
Maybe
you'd go?
if it's a trusted shop, if it's liable, then obviously I would.
Good. As long as you know what you are getting.
Yes.
That's the big thing. If you don't know what you are getting, or
Then it's a problem.
you need to have good idea about what you are. Your friend has a say mobile, and you love that, and so you're just ordering that. That's one thing. But other than that, when you need to, is there anything you are not going to buy from online? Very unlikely you're not going to buy from online.
I usually don't buy clothes online because I think you can feel the fabric, so it's a big problem for me.
Okay, it's a big problem. Okay, fine. Okay, let me ask you other questions. So, uh, uh, whom can I ask? Say Anjun. Anjun. Anjun, can I ask you?
Yes, sir. Sure, sir.
Okay,
I'm
so
still here.
what about? Are you a restaurant person? You used to visit restaurants a lot.
No, sir. My answer is negative because I do like to just take homemade food because it is really hygienic and sometimes it is really very tasty. But
Okay,
and
so what about the future of restaurants, especially in Dhaka? What do you think about that?
I don't know.
You live in Dhaka, or you live
Yes, sir.
somewhere
I
else? You
usually
live
live
in
in
Dhaka.
Dhaka. Yes, sir.
You usually live in Dhaka, but now you could be at your home. So,
Yes, sir.
what's the future of restaurants? Do you think this COVID thing will change the restaurant business forever? Not forever. Nothing is forever, but for the foreseeable future, in the next 2 or 3 years, we might change a different trend.
I
Is there
do
any
think
chance?
that just due to the economical recession, the number of restaurants will be decreased in the near future. But it will
May
be
decrease. May decrease.
yes, it might be decreased.
It may decrease. Okay. So is it good or bad for our country? What do you
Obviously,
think?
it is
For
not good
economy,
because
it's not good. Because lots
yes,
of people they used to work. So it's not that we know that many of the those restaurants, they used to serve what, unhealthy food. That could be one point, but it's up to you whether you want to eat those or not. Huh?
yes,
Okay.
sir.
So whom can I ask? So Rumana, So Rumana, can I ask you? Rumana, are you there? Rumana, okay, whom I can ask? So, okay, Ashna, can I ask one question? Hello?
Yes, sir.
So when do you think we will get a vaccine? In any, next year or this year? Or oh, you are a frontline worker. Huh? You are a frontline. Are you a frontline worker now?
Online?
Frontline. You're fighting the corona. Corona stuff.
Okay,
So what
actually,
they're
I'm not a
saying,
worker now stuff. Yeah.
oh, you stopped. You told me the other day. You stopped working there. So you're in another job.
No, actually, as I told you, I'm working in hospital, but this hospital that I'm working in, we are not accepting corona cases.
Oh, I
Sometimes
see.
we
I
are
see. I see.
facing
I see.
maybe some patients have the symptoms.
I see. I
We
see
don't know
symptoms.
still.
Okay,
Yeah,
fine, fine,
that's it.
fine, fine. But probably you are in this business, so people
Yeah.
are saying that even we get a vaccine, it's very unlikely we are going to get. The common people before, I think 2021. Is it a possibility or no? Because there are lots of people in the world.
Yeah, actually, but if we are looking the features of the virus, it have mutation, genetic mutation. So if we are getting the virus against, I mean the vaccine against the virus, for the next year there's a mutation. So
There could be mutation. Okay.
I think there is no any chance. But the only thing that we can get the immunity against the virus. That's
okay,
all.
let's see. So nothing is certain. So
Yeah.
nothing is certain.
There's no any guarantee.
Okay. Mahmudul, are you there? Mahmudul?
Yes, sir, I'm here.
Okay. Do you think that fewer people are listening to Western song these days, Western English song in our country?
Uh, Sir,
Or
I think,
youngsters? Do you think that the youngsters, they're listening,
sir, yeah, sir, it
they're
depends on
less interested?
generation. Yeah, sir, it depends on generation. For example, if I talk about my father, he won't allow me, and he didn't and listen any kind of Western music in his life. So it depends on my generation. But in terms of like generation like us who were like in 90s or early 20s, 2000s, so I think they are more likely to listen English music than
English music. Okay, bye.
our traditional music.
Okay. So, what about, let me ask you, whom can I ask? Okay, Farhana? Farhana, let me ask you, so what about band music in Bangladesh? Band music, is it becoming popular, or it has decreased in popularity these days, lately?
Uh, I think so. It is becoming popular day by day, and the trend is also changed.
It has changed.
In my childhood, yeah, it has changed. In my childhood, I used to listen band music with heavy band or some
Heavy metal, I think metal, those
heavy
are
metal.
very
Yes,
heavy metal.
yes.
Okay,
But
but now
nowadays, band song become uh, slow and
slow
emotional
and
also.
okay, I see, I
Yeah,
see. More focus on lyrics, not
lyrics.
lyrics.
Yes,
I'm saying lyrics and also
uh,
video. I think
the
video
music.
also video.
Yes,
Okay,
music
what
video
about
also.
what's that? Gan Bangla. What's that? There's a new channel that's
Yes,
Gan Bangla.
there's lots of music channel in YouTube also. So it is it become easier to become a celebrity if
No,
someone
celebrity.
has
Okay.
if someone has the talent,
Hmm.
they can easily grab the platform. But
Okay.
in past days it was difficult.
Okay. So, but we are having fewer, I think, live band concerts these days. These days, even before the lockdown, I think these
Sorry.
days we are having fewer
Uh,
we are
yeah,
having fewer live band shows, band
yeah.
concerts. Okay.
Yes, we
Okay.
are having fair with live concerts, but we are passing so much time in YouTube.
I see. Okay.
Uh,
All those, we don't have the time,
yeah,
and we don't want to
yeah,
travel, and the traffic is horrible. So all these factors, if the traffic were easier, things would have been different. Okay, let's see what happens. Okay, guys, we would like to do a reading now. Huh? Let's move to a reading, and so let's see which one we are going to solve. We are going to solve this one today. This one. Okay, this is the reading we are going to solve. So enumeration, SIG test 2. So this is the all the text, and we have just question in one page. The first one being complete the sentence with the correct ending, A through G. These are complete sentence with the correct ending, and this one with the following statement agree. This is true, false, not given. Okay, this is true, false, not given. Okay, so what could be the easiest way of solving this one? So how you are going to solve? Say complete each sentence with the correct ending. So a developed system of numbering. So is there any guarantee these will be in order? Is there any guarantee? Order means you get my point. What I'm saying, that these are definitely not, very unlikely. So what could be the easiest way of getting this right?